Hello, my dear children. Welcome back to our class. Are you safe at your home? Okay, very good. Do you remember what did we learn in the last class? Yes, in the last class we learned about a lonely boy who has nobody to play with. His mother was very strict. He tried to find out a friend, but all in vain. At last, he got a puppy as his friend. In this lesson also, we are going to learn a screenplay, The Boy and the Balloon, written by Albert Ramirez. Boy and the Balloon portrays the same theme in which a lonely boy seeks comfort in the company of a red balloon. Okay, dears, are you ready for today's class? Very good. Take your text, page number 161. Let's know more about Albert Ramirez. Albert Ramirez. Albert Ramirez was a French filmmaker, producer, and writer. He first came into prominence for directing and producing the award-winning short film White Man. His important works include The Red Balloon, Stowaway in the Sky, and Circus Angel. He won Oscar Award for the Best Original Screenplay in 1956. Okay, Albert Ramirez was a French filmmaker. He was famous for his short film, award-winning short film White Man. His important works are The Red Balloon, Stowaway in the Sky, and Circus Angel. He got Oscar Award for Best Original Screenplay in 1956. Okay, my dears, now you take your page number 156. I will read the passage. You listen carefully and read with me. The Boy and the Balloon. Scene 1. A street. A boy of about 7 years is seen walking. There is a dog on the pavement. The boy bends down and pets the dog. He then goes down a flight of steps and disappears from view. Now the boy is seen coming down the long flight of steps holding a small bag. Something catches his attention and he looks up. He stops by a lamppost, looks up again, looks to the right and the left to make sure there is nobody around. He puts down the bag and quickly climbs the post. On the top of the post, caught in the rod that holds the lamp, is a big balloon. The boy frees it. Holding the string of the balloon between his teeth and the bag in his right hand, he walks down the steps. Okay, my dears, did you get the idea of the passage? Oh, you don't worry, I will give the detailed explanation. Listen to me. In the street, there was a boy about 7 years old who was walking and he saw a cute puppy on the pavement. Pavement means footpath. Then he bent down and patted on its body with love. Then he bent down a flight of steps. Here, the flight is the collective noun of a group of steps. We have already learned about collective noun in the previous unit. The boy was coming down a long flight of steps by holding a small bag. Then something was caught his attention and he looked up. Then he stopped for a moment at the lamppost. Again he looked right and left to make sure there was nobody around him. So he put down the bag and climbed up. Then he saw a balloon which was caught in the road. Road means a thin, straight bar, especially of wood or metal. The boy freed the balloon and holding the balloon between his teeth and the bag in his right hand, he walked down the steps. Okay, my dears, shall we move on to the next passage? Okay, listen. Scene 2. Another part of the street. The boy walks along the footpath of a busy street with the balloon string in his left hand and the bag in his right. An old woman turns to look at him amused. The boy stands amidst a group of people waiting for a bus. When the bus comes, the passengers board through the small door at the rear and the boy tries to get in with them. But the conductor points to the balloon in the boy's hand and prevents him from getting in. The boy is disappointed. He stares at the bus moving away as the balloon on the string swings like a pendulum in his hand. The boy breaks into a run, holding the balloon in his right hand and the bag in his left. Two pedestrians turn to look at him. The boy runs along the pavement and stops before a thick, polished door on the street. He knocks at the door and then reaches for a calling bell on the wall. When the door opens, he goes in. A signboard says it is a public school for boys. Okay, my dears, listen to me. Next scene is in another part of the street. By holding the string of balloon in his left hand and the bag in his right hand, the boy walked along the footpath. Then an old woman looked at him in wonder, because in his hand he is holding a balloon. He stopped at the bus stop amidst in a group of people. Amidst means in the middle of. When the bus reached at the stop, the passengers tried to board up through the narrow door. The boy also tried to enter the bus with his balloon, but the conductor didn't allow him to enter the bus with his balloon. He felt very disappointed. Then he stared at the bus for a long time. At that time, the balloon strings swung like a pendulum in the clock in his hand. The boy felt very sad and he started to run by holding the bag in his left hand and the balloon in his right hand. Then two pedestrians looked at him wonder. Pedestrians means traveler on foot. Then he ran along the pavement and stopped before a polished door. When he knocked at the door and waited for a moment. When the door opened, he went in. It was a public school of him. Okay, my dears, hope you understood today's section. Now is the time to wind up today's class. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.